Howdy folks, welcome back to Street Rust. Some of my videos have gone sideways. My Vice Grip Garage wipe-on clear coat went sideways on the 68 Chrysler, so I will mention that in the video, this video, that you're supposed to see this first. Well, you're not going to. You're going to see the homemade drum brake puller on this video. So thank you all very much. I want to wish everybody a fabulous and safe and peaceful 4th of July. Celebrate your freedom and give glory to our Creator. Enjoy the video. Hey folks, welcome back to Street Rust. This is going to be a short video. Trying to get these drum brakes off. So let me show you what I'm doing here. You know, the consensus on all the comments was put a little more time and effort into this before I get rid of it. Of course, working on this beast here, that's mine. It ain't going nowhere. All right, so front brakes, calipers, disc, no big surprises there. These banjo style hoses are for front disc brakes for 68 are hard to find. I think I've found some though. I'll get them ordered. Anyway, couldn't get this drum brake off. It's loose. You know, it'll shimmy back and forth and everything. And it's pretty obvious that the brake shoes are basically welded to the inside of the drum. I did everything. I did heat, everything. So to go out and buy a drum brake, removal tool, you can kind of see the shape that it would be. I mean, it's $100 on Amazon, cheapest one I could find. Plus I have to wait for it to get here. Okay, so what I have done, you can clearly see, and if we get this thing pulled off, I'll go over what I did. I just rubbed together some of my brain molecules and looked at some of the stuff that I had laying around to see if we can make this work. I should have already had a tire iron out. So this thing's probably going to pop and break, you know, multiple phalanges. Let's see what we can do here. Yes, this is a bottle jack welded to a piece of angle iron with 2 jaw clamps off of a Harbor Freight gear puller. And, oh, I heard something. I don't know what's creaking. All right, I'm gonna have to find a tire iron. All right, if I can find one immediately, we'll do this. If not, I'll pause for a second. But there should be one in here. Okay, so I was unprepared. So let me find what I need to put in there to twist that. I need to find the assembly, so we'll be back in just a second. All right, so I got the actual correct jack tool. Not that anything about this is correct, folks. I'm gonna stand to the side. Hey, I don't even recommend you try this at home. It's so stupid, but I need that drum off and I don't have the tool. Okay, I'm just waiting for it to pop. Oh, now this is stripping on here. Okay, socket number 2, 14 millimeter. Anyway, let's see what we can do. It's moving, something's moving. I don't know what. This thing's gonna pop apart and break my shins and come on now. Or one of those clamps is gonna break. I don't wanna get in the way of that. I made some notches in those clamps so they'd fit on the back of the drum. Ooh, a lot of pressure on there. And now that's stripping out. So crescent wrench, just hang with me. Crescent wrench or another wrench. Sorry folks, this is how it goes. Bam, break my leg. All right, I think we'll just do a crescent wrench. That'll just solve the whole problem there. This is live action. Insanity at its best. See, those hooks are still on there. The best I can see. Come on now. Boy, that drum brake is on there, folks. Just bust loose, that's all I need. Bust loose. I don't know what's going to give first, guys. Hope you don't see any blood on this video. Oh, come on. Did I hear something? It's probably pulling the whole freaking axle out. Okay. Yeah. Let me get a little light on this. See if that. Dicey, dicey. And yes, I welded the bottle jack onto that piece of angle iron. That's still hooked in there pretty good. And it's not up against that. And it looks to be coming off because the studs are shorter. So let's just keep doing it and see what we can do. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh. Did y'all hear that? That wasn't my knee. Yeah. Oh, what was that? Don't know. Was it the chain popping? Maybe. Let's see if this works. Come on now. I mean, the studs are like, the drum's like halfway off the stud. Danger, Will Robbins, danger. This is dicey, baby. Gotta have it off though. I need to see in there so I can order parts. I guess I get the death wheel and just cut the drum brake off. Then I gotta buy a stinking $70 drum, which isn't the plan. Well, everything still seems to be hanging on. So until something breaks, we'll just keep going. Hopefully it doesn't go into the side of the Chrysler, dent it up. That would be awesome. My glasses are falling down. Come on now. I'm afraid to get in there and beat on it because it's all going to pop apart. Well, let's just keep going. Something will give sooner or later. Live action. Ooh, man. I mean, that's enough pressure. Oh, I see it's coming off on that one side, but it's not on the other side. All right, let's just see if we can get it to pop. See if we can get her to pop off. Come on now. I mean, come on. Drum's got to break. Something's got to break. Oh, you know what? My angle iron's bending. That's how tight that is on there. Oh, wow. Yeah, I want you all to see this. That is super tight. Okay, so, man, that's super tight. See my angle iron starting to bend right there? That's not good. That's not good. I'll give it a couple more cranks. See if we can get that off. All right. Folks, this is what, I guess I could buy the $100 tool or I can go down to AutoZone's got it for $250, the kit. I just don't want to do that right now. I need to get a drum puller. Yep, I'm going to back her off, folks. Let's see what we got. Maybe I can do some beating on it. Get this tension off here. Woo, baby. Okay, that's loose. Should be loose enough for everything just to fall off. Okay, all right. Yep. All right. That should have pulled that drum off. So we need to get back in here and beat around. So let me show you what I did. So piece of angle iron, that's pretty hefty angle iron. Some of my best booger welds, I welded this bottle jack right onto that. Ooh, I'm gonna beat on that a little bit. You can see where it's coming off down here. It's just not up here. So maybe if I give it a couple. That's not loud, is it? Actually, this side popped back in. Okay, this is bolted, the chain is bolted to the angle iron. These are off my gear puller from Harbor Freight. I notched them right here so that it would hook into the back of that drum. And what I may try to do, I may try to flop this around and do it from top to bottom now. And it almost felt like one side, well, it felt like one side was longer because this side was bending the angle iron. It looks like it sprung back. So anyway, this is a little contraption that I just threw together here. And this drum brake, like I said, well, it was loose. Now it's tight as all get out. And you can see it's coming off the back here. Just isn't quite there. I wonder if it's, tell you what, I may have enough gap back in there now where I can get some pry bars in there. Let's take a gander. Move this out of the way. You can see the length of the thread there. It's off better in certain areas. Excuse me, folks. Forgot I had a microphone on. Okay. But anyway, this is what it is to work on these cars. So, love it. Sometimes it's a big challenge. Sometimes it's a little challenge. Sometimes don't want to deal with it. Okay, let me put it in neutral. That way I can spin that around. All right. Let me get my big Bertha screwdriver. No offense to you, Miss Bertha, if you're listening. Whoever you may be, wherever you may be. Okay. Let's see. So now I can spin this. Well, now I can spin this. It should be. And I made sure the emergency brake was off, folks, and all that kind of good stuff. Okay, it should be in neutral right there. Maybe it's just all bound up now on the. Yeah, I think it's just all bound up. Man, that thing's tighter than $3 clock. Wow, $3 clock, 3-day clock. See, now if I put it back on, then I'm right back where I was. If I put it back on, yeah, it's just boogered up. There went a little bit. There went a little bit. I need that to turn the whole axle. I don't know what's going on. I got it neutral. Okay, that's pretty good. I think what it's doing is just this back and forth though. That's the problem. Okay. Can't get it out when I do that. Oh, I'm going nuts, folks. Going nuts. I've beat this so much it's got flat spots in it. Oh, we got some in the bottom here. Let me see if I can get in there a little bit. All right, here we go, folks. Getting down and getting dirty. Maybe I can get Tide to sponsor us. It don't want to go nowhere, folks. I don't have a gap in there anymore. All right, I'm gonna hook this up again. I think I may try. We're just gonna hook it up again. We're gonna give it a whirl. Be back in just a second, folks. Okay, folks. One thing I noticed, if you look in here, this isn't super tight right now. If you look in here, I'd have to go back and check the video, but if this piece overlaps the drum, then I'm pulling on the drum itself. So I gotta make sure that's cleared, and it's now set up to where it's cleared. So let's crank, see what we got. I really need this to come off so I can order parts so I can work on a video later this week. If you guys are watching this video, you've probably already seen the patina, the vice grip garage patina we're doing for the Chrysler. Let me get that done. You should have already seen that video. Ooh, maybe that was the deal, because I feel her coming off. Make sure my hooks are still on there. Yeah, it's in the hole, so that's not in the way. As long as my angle iron. I may have to reinforce that angle iron, folks. I mean, come on, we're bending angle iron here. Ooh, 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 it's coming. It's coming. Something's got to give. There's too much tonnage on this. Oh, I like what I'm hearing there. There we go. You're seeing the struggle, folks. Oh, whoop. There she is. It popped off. Just keep going a little bit more. I want to make sure it's off 100%. Oh yeah. I'm just gonna keep going because I don't want to put this back together. So now, oh yeah. Woo! And I didn't break any bones. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Can I get an amen? I just want to keep bringing it off. I could probably put that socket back on there. Where'd I put that? Where'd I put it? I don't even know where I put it. Hey, darling, come on in here and see my. You almost. Okay, come show the video because I'm on video. What kind of little bird? Oh, yeah, that's a baby, darling. You got to show the camera. Come over here. It's a circle of life. Hakuna Matata, darling. It's probably not going. Okay, it's probably not going to survive. You need to get it in a box and get it some water and food. But right now, I'm in the middle of taking a drum. This is reality, folks. Okay, I'll help you. Let me finish this. I'll help you, darling. That bird ain't gonna make it, folks. I know it's, we don't want to kill needlessly. If you kill it, you eat it, right? That's the way it works here. A little more. And then I'll see if this whole apparatus will pull back. I don't know. I'm gonna keep going because I don't want to doggone have to come back. There we go. Woo! See, if she's out here in the garage helping me, folks. Oh, it's off. If she was out here in the garage helping me, she wouldn't have found that little baby bird. And I know it's going to cost me money, but that's okay. All right, so my hooks are off. My drum's hanging there. Let me get this jack out of the way. And there's my drum. Woo! Oh yeah, we busted springs. Oh, ooh, ooh. Oh my gosh. Hey, let me get a paper towel, folks. Oh, here's a dirty one on the floor. That'll work. This thing is gouged up. Probably gonna have to buy some drums because they're too thin to be turned. I can already tell that. All right, let me get the light. Get some light up here. Let me get some light up here for you. Okay. Oh, I see what it did. It busted the retainer off, which is fine. I could have just drilled those retainers out the back, I guess, but that wouldn't have been any fun. Okay, so you can see a huge, let me get a screwdriver here. You can see a huge indentation right there. So that means these are worn, and you can see that. You can't see it really well. On the back side, you see that big groove right there? That's what was keeping it from coming off, because somebody put new brake pads on and never had these drums turned. But just from looking at it and how deep that is, there's no way these can be saved. And these brake pads, they're not bad, but they need to be replaced. But at least I can see in here, make sure I get the right width pads and everything. I can order some drums. Front, really, the rotor doesn't look too bad. We'll be doing a video on this. This will clean up fine. Doesn't look to be any play in the bearings. So that all looks good. Never mind that crunching sound in there. We'll just ignore that. These brake pads are probably reusable, but I'm going to go ahead and get a new set because they're cheap. Got to decide what I'm going to do with the caliper. So anyway, folks, let's look back at this device we made. A drum puller. I think it was a winner because I didn't break any bones. Piece of angle iron. Already had holes in it. If I didn't have holes, I would have gotten my drill press and drilled holes. This becomes adjustable because I can move the links in and out. Welded the bottle jack. I've seen some people, I saw one guy did a scissor jack. I didn't have a scissor jack, so I used this. I've got a bunch of these pulley sets, miscellaneous pieces that I bolted on here, and you can see that I cut that took a grinder and cut that in there so that would hook, so that this would hook back behind the drum. That's what allows it to stay on and doesn't come sliding off and break my shin. So anyway, folks, there you have it. Can't get any more shade tree than that. You can't get any more redneck than that. But the drum's off, the mission is accomplished. So don't say I don't have the money. Don't say I don't have the tools. Go out in your junk pile, make a tool. I've made so many tools in my life, to get windshield wiper blades pulled off instead of going and buying a $50 tool. The little windshield wipers that press on, you can't get them off. I used an I-beam clamp, modified it to get up under it. When I tightened the bolt on the I-beam clamp, it pulled it off. I've taken sockets and made them into O2 sensor pullers. Do something. Just don't sit on the couch and watch my video first. Then get off your butt and go to your scrap pile and make some tools. Get something done. Okay, hey, thank you all. That sounded kind of rough, but you know what? It's Friday night. I don't necessarily want to be out here. I could be laying in the bed watching The Rifleman or something like that, or Fast and Furious. Or I could be watching Derek. But you just got to keep the ball rolling. Schedule some time, spend a little time working on your projects, okay? Thank you all for watching. Greatly appreciate it. Please like, please subscribe. Please comment so I know what you're thinking. Even if I'm an idiot, it's okay. I know I'm an idiot sometimes. So anyway, thank you all and be blessed.